Woolly Mammoth, king of the icy world. During the Ice Age, the earth was covered in a white blanket of snow. Winds howled, and every gust of wind was enough to freeze a human. But in this very world, a unique creature roamed, the woolly mammoth. Its body was covered in long, shaggy hair, a thick layer of fat, and distinctly long tusks. All of these features combined to make it the true king of the icy world. The start of the day, the search for food. As the light of the frosty morning fell upon the mist-shrouded land, the herd would begin its journey. For mammoths, a huge part of the day was spent searching for food. Grass and roots were hidden under a thick layer of snow. The mammoth would use its long tusks and strong trunk to clear away the snow, dig into the ground, and pull out the grass to eat. Their hunger was immense. A single mammoth would eat up to 150 kilograms of grass a day. That's why their day was spent almost entirely on the hunt for food and breaking through the snow. Family and herd life. A mammoth's life wasn't complete without its family and herd. Every herd had a female leader, or matriarch, who guided everyone. She was the most experienced, she knew how to survive snowstorms and where the best places to find food were. The calves stayed in the middle of the herd, their mothers kept them safe and held them close with their trunks. The young ones would play with each other, holding onto each other's tusks and running around, slowly learning about life. Adult male mammoths often roamed alone, sometimes separating from the herd, but they would return in times of danger. The trials of the icy world. Their life was a constant icy trial. When stormy winds blew and snow blizzards arose, the herd would huddle close together for shelter. Their shaggy hair and thick layer of fat protected them from the cold, but every night brought a new test for survival with the freezing winds. The mammoth's tusks often had scars, which showed just how difficult their journey was. Enemies and defense. Their biggest enemies weren't just the cold and hunger, they were also hunters. Saber-toothed cats and cave lions would often attack the mammoth calves. But the herd would immediately form a circle, placing the calves in the middle and raising their tusks in the air to face the enemy. This sight was a powerful example of nature's strength, a herd that would sacrifice its life to protect its vulnerable young. The journey, a story of migration. Woolly mammoths didn't stay in one place. A huge part of their life was dedicated to travel. They would walk thousands of kilometers across the icy land in search of grass and water. The journey was tough, they had to face snow, storms, and hunger. Sometimes a herd would lose a member during a journey, and the image was heart-wrenching, a calf crying for its mother, or a mother forced to leave her young one behind in the snow and move forward. Humans and mammoths. Then came humans, and their world changed. For human. The mammoth was a treasure. The mammoth's meat was a means of survival, its bones were material for building homes, and its skin provided clothes. But this hunting slowly became a burden on the mammoth's life. On one hand, the ice was melting and the grass was disappearing, on the other, humans with their arrows and spears were after them. The impact of climate change. The Ice Age slowly came to an end. The melting ice turned the tundra into grasslands, but this new grass wasn't enough for the mammoths. Their food source began to decrease. Herds that once numbered in the hundreds began to break into smaller groups. Hunger and hunting combined to bring their world to an end. The final scene. The pages of history tell us that the last mammoth herd survived on a remote Arctic island until 4,000 years ago. Just imagine, on a snowy night, a mother is walking with her calf close to her trunk, her tusks sinking into the snow, and her breath coming out as if she is begging nature for one more. Scientific details, more about their biology, such as the purpose of their curved tusks, how their coat worked, or what they ate. Cultural significance, how humans interacted with them beyond just hunting, like their depiction in cave art or the use of their bones for tools and shelters. Modern discoveries, information about how scientists are studying mammoths today, like DNA analysis or the debate around de-extinction. Additional threats, other reasons for their extinction besides hunting and climate change, such as disease or loss of genetic diversity.